This may be the most important lawn video you ever watch. Today I'm going to go over the NTEP, also known as the National Turfgrass Evaluation Program, and how you could use their detailed in-depth studies that they do with the National Extension offices to get the absolute best lawn on the block. So grab your phone, laptop, tablet, and let's take a deep dive into the NTEP. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is open up your browser. Once we're in the browser, go to the Google tab and type NTEP. That stands for National Turfgrass Evaluation Program. We're going to want to click the first link here where it says welcome. This is the main page. There's a little statement here that you have to agree to and then press enter to enter the website. This is the main page, the home page right here. And I'll be honest with you, this website is a little outdated and it's not the most user-friendly and it's not the easiest in the world to navigate. So hopefully I can walk you through this easily. So what we're going to want to do is go up here to data. And then we're going to go to state data. And since I live in Illinois, I'm going to click on Illinois here. And I'm going to see 4 testing locations: Carbondale, Glenview, Lamont, and Urbana. I know that the closest location to me is Lamont, so you're going to want to find the area that's closest to you. But unfortunately here in Lamont they only have bentgrass and fescue, and I'm interested in Kentucky bluegrass personally. But like I said, whatever grass you're interested in, that's what you would look for. So I'm going to go back, and then the second closest would be Glenview. But that's all bent grass, which is for golf courses. Doesn't surprise me. Very fancy area over there in Glenview. Shout out to all my Glenview people. I don't know if you're watching or not. Probably not. You have landscapers. So then I'm going to go to Urbana, which is connected to the University of Illinois Extension office. So over here I can see that they have Kentucky bluegrass, which is what I'm interested in. And then the latest test they have was they sowed the seeds in 2011, and then they have data from 2012 all the way to 2016. So me personally, I'm interested in the most recent data because we all know the weather's changing rapidly every year. So don't get intimidated here by this report. I know it can look intimidating. But really it's actually really easy to read. This is overall turfgrass quality, and it's on a rating between 1 to 9. I don't know why they just didn't choose 1 to 10, but it's 1 through 9, 9 being the best. So if we take a look over here at these several Kentucky bluegrass cultivars, let's choose a popular one, Midnight right here. We could see overall, for overall quality, it scored an 8.3 for genetic color as well. No surprising, as Midnight is known for its dark green color. And we could see over here for Spring Green Up, it's a 6.0. And then April, May, June, July, it looks like it got an average of 7.3 throughout all those months. So that's a really good score. As you can see here, they're actually listed in order from average, the average scores, and the top being the top overall. So the 7.4 went to the pick 033, and then you can see all the way down here which one scored the lowest. So one more thing I want to show you is, if you go back here, if you look at these data reports and there's no additional information on them, then it's safe to assume that these grasses have been grown in full sun, not in shade. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a look over here to the Carbondale location, which is at University of Southern Illinois. And if I click on Kentucky bluegrass, if I take a look at all these data reports that they have, I can see that shade is in parentheses. So these turf grasses have been grown in the shade. So let's take a look at shade performance. That was a big driving factor for when I chose my seed, because in my front yard I do have 2 large trees and it gets a considerable amount of shade. So this was a report that I was definitely using for my overall pick of my cultivar. So if we take a look at these turf grasses here, keep in mind these are all Kentucky bluegrasses. You could see here Mazama is a popular one. It looks like overall it does pretty well in the shade compared to some of the other cultivars. It got a 4.0. I know that's not that great of a score out of 9, but keep in mind that Kentucky bluegrass loves the sun. So none of them are going to perform very, very well, say compared to a fescue. But over here I got a 4.0, and it looks like it's in the top 10 for shade tolerance. And then if we look overall, it's a 4.2. All these scores right here are an average each month in its performance under the shade. So it looks like number 1 was Barvet. Out of all the, should I say, mainstream Kentucky bluegrasses, I would say that Mazama definitely has some of the best shade tolerance out of all of them. So that's definitely something to consider if you're looking for a shade tolerant KBG. So this website is awesome, and you'll definitely learn a lot about different types of grasses, whether you have cool season or warm season. So it's definitely worth taking a shot, whether you're thinking about overseeding or you're thinking about doing a complete lawn renovation. It can definitely come in handy for you. I highly suggest you guys dig a little bit deeper onto the NTEP website, because there's a whole bunch of information on there regarding drought stress, disease resistance, and all sorts of things where you can actually figure out what grass is the best fit for your specific lawn. I hope I was able to help you out, guys. I know that this was a no frills video. Hopefully you found it informational. Sometimes we need a little bit of information like this, because us as lawn care addicts, sometimes we get lost in the sauce when it comes to lawn care, and we forget to take a step back and look at the big picture of things. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody. If you know somebody who's doing a lawn renovation, share this video with them and encourage them to do a little bit more research. Because instead of dominating your neighbors, let's all stick together and dominate the world.